Yo, what's going on? Fire here, back from a video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to run a scheme here out of the nickel 2-4-5 odd formation. Now, this formation was just put into the game yesterday, and it is very similar to the nickel 3-3-5 odd, if you know what that is. Just a little bit different. It's a little bit more spread out, and some other things you can do, but it's actually easier to send blitzes out of. I have a couple of blitzes I'm going to show you guys, as well as just how to play, a good coverage out of it, and how to run a sort of bluff blitz scheme. So the two blitzes I'm going to be running are just going to be the pinch 2 and pinch 0. Now, most people will see 3-3-5 odd. They think linebacker cross 3 show 2. That's definitely not that good as it was last year, but even in the 3-3-5 odd. But what you're going to do is put your fastest cornerback right here, and then put your fastest linebacker right here on the edge as well. We got Davis right there, so I actually prefer to run my cornerback on the right side. That's just personal preference. You can run it on either side, but I'm personally running that on the right side. And then let's just head into a regular gun bunch here. I'll show you guys against every protection the ways that you can run it. So just coming out in a play with 5 people. So I'm just going to move the football a little bit back here. Just give us a little bit more space. So starting out, you guys see these linebackers are on the line of scrimmage. That's a great sign. If you guys know, the big dime 1-4-6 formation is set up exactly like this, very similar to the 2-4-5 odd. The only difference is that we have a linebacker here on the outside. If you get a fast linebacker, then it's almost no difference. It looks the exact same. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do first is just press. Now, in this case, it should move Coleman in. I'm not sure why it didn't. Usually, it's going to move him like right here. That's still not going to be close enough, so you're going to have to manually move him in like right about here. That's a good spot. And then we get into our setup. What I'm going to do is blitz all linebackers, press the D-pad to the right stick down, and then I'm going to crash my D-line out by pressing D-pad to the right and the right stick up, slant outside, crash out, same thing. And then you're just going to go ahead and quarterback contain by pressing LB and RB, and that is pretty much it. Now, with a 5-man protection, you can just go ahead and use this guy, and it will come through anyways. Now, sending 5 against 5, it's not going to work. If you want to see a blitz like that, go check out the one I uploaded yesterday, the nickel triple. But this one is very similar to the one out of the big dime 1-4-6. Like I said, you're just going to be either sending like 7 people or just send like the 4 and just go for the bluff blitz technique. Now, like you do in big dime 1-4-6, a lot of people are just going to do this and go ahead and use the line. We have to do the couple adjustments. Once again, that's going to be blitz all linebackers, slant outside, and then just quarterback contain. Now, for some basic adjustments, you can just come out here and move the safeties down. You should get a pretty decent setup. What I'm always going to do in a formation where there's only a single receiver on either side, I'm just going to man him up on that cornerback, something like this, because I know I'm going to be using the safety to that side anyway, so I don't have to worry about him putting him on a streak and then me getting burnt. Just put him on a man coverage assignment, and then you can just worry about these routes to the right, worry about any quick streaks or something, and by the time you do that, you should get pressure here against 5-man protection. We're going to get 2 guys coming through very quickly, and nothing can really get open. If he's going to put his running back on a route, even though we don't have a flat there, you could just easily get that. You could also put X in an outside quarter. That plays very well against like streaks, and it can also defend the flats pretty well as well. The way you do that is double tap Y, press X, and the right stick to the left right there. Once again, we're just going to press. We're going to blitz all linebackers, crash out, and contain. That is the basics of the setup. You can do whatever backside adjustments. What I usually do is just do something like this, and then I'm worrying about any streaks. You have the flats defended. You have maybe a quick corner route. Only have to worry about X on a streak, something like that. You guys see that should be clamps right there. We get the 2 guys coming through. That's why I recommend getting a fast cornerback right there. But let's go ahead and block our running back here. You guys will see that nothing is going to change. We're just coming out running our same setup. Move Coleman in a little bit, and it's very easy to set up as well. There's some complicated blitzes that I have uploaded, but this one is pretty simple to run, pretty basic setup. Good thing that we already have those linebackers hovered, because they're just going to come through. You guys see that was blocking 6. We still get 2 people to come through, so that was a little bit glitchy right there. We are setting 7 against 6, and we had 2 people, which means that did just get a little bit more glitchy. Once again here, I'm going to just block my running back, see if we get that same look. I don't usually get that one, but it can happen. Once again, just going to move Jeff Wilson down there, block our running back, and you guys see this time we only get one person coming through, so it's not really normal to get 7, but when you have all those people on the line of scrimmage, things can definitely get glitchy, as you guys saw in that first one. Here, I'm going to just go ahead and max protect. This is the main setup you guys want to see. I'm just going to run my same setup, press, blitz all linebackers, slant outside, and then contain. So I'm going to be using this safety on the left once again. What I'm going to do is hover in this gap. You want to find a gap. This is probably the biggest gap that I can sort of hover my guy in. So I'm just going to put him right there, max protect on offense, and then you're just going to move right down, move your left stick down immediately as the ball is snapped. You're going to engage with one of these offensive linemen, and then you can actually back up if you want. So you guys see, I didn't get the engaged assignment that I wanted. We still end up getting pressure after a little bit, but this is a pretty difficult thing to do if you haven't done it before. As you guys see, even I'll mess up. I've done this before. It's just something that happens when blitzing, and it's not going to be perfect every time. Let's just try to engage in the middle. If nothing happens, I'll get picked up by the running back, or I will get picked up by an offensive lineman. Now, usually he's going to get that hovering stance. I'm not sure why he's not getting it right now, but it should be perfectly fine. You guys see, I'll just engage with the running back, and we come through with that linebacker on that side. So if you can't engage with the end of the offensive lineman for whatever reason, just go ahead and run straight down. If no one blocks you, you'll get the instant sack, especially if you're using a fast player. And if you do get picked up, it'll probably be by the running back. So that's just a simple way to do things. You can also sort of come out here on the outside if you want and run it as well. You can hover in a lot of different spots. When I'm going into max protect, what I like to do is just basic little man up. Man up is going to prevent any super quick routes from developing, and if you are sending 8 people, you should be able to get pressure before maybe a wheel route or something that can kill you develops down the field. Once again, I'm able to engage with the offensive lineman there. You guys see I engaged with him. I just had to like contact him a little bit, and then I was able to back up, simply make the play. So that's going to take us to our next play, pinch O. This is going to be a pretty much the same play. We just have a man coverage shell rather than our cover 2 sinks shell. What I'm going to do first is pretty much run our exact same setup. We're setting up in a very similar look here. Just press, blitz all linebackers, crash up, and we are good to go. Blocking nobody, you are going to get pressure. He does have the flats open. It's a man coverage shell, but you're anticipating him usually max protecting if you're going to go to this man coverage. Otherwise, he can kill you with a quick flat route, something of that nature. So man press is super overpowered this year, so that makes it one of the reasons that this play is so good. Man press just kills you. You only have a couple of seconds to throw, and you're just getting pressed. A very difficult thing to deal with. Here, I'll just block my tight end. And you guys see we get 2 guys screaming off the edge. So blocking the tight end, you're still going to get 2 people. That is a great sign. I'll just go ahead and do that again here. So I guess you do have to block the running back if you're going to get at least only one person coming through. If they block the tight end, you're still going to get that same group coming through once again here. We get that guy looping around. I was actually in the wrong play, and I didn't even do my setup. So that was the reason of that. Let's just switch over to this pinch O. Come out in our setup simply like this, and it's very easy. You can just grab onto the safety, make your adjustments. Let's block our tight end here, and you guys see that linebacker's going to come screaming off the edge. Nothing really open. If you threw that flat route, I could have clicked on the cornerback, made a play on the ball, and very simply able to do that. I'll show you guys against a max protect here. Let's just max protect, run our setup like so. And then just going to go ahead and hover in the gap. I know the tight end's not doing anything. This is the hover thing that you should get. I'm not sure why I wasn't able to hover for whatever reason when running the cover 2. Usually it's like that. I think it might have just been glitched, but even like this, it's easier to contact an offensive lineman. When you're in this position, I'm not sure why I wasn't able to. So you guys see, I think one of my linebackers got glitched there. It is what it is, but that's pretty simply our man coverage sort of part of it. Now let's head into a bluff blitz type scheme, just a base cover 2. You can go ahead and contain. You can slant outside and contain. That's what I recommend. The best way to get sheds is. And then, especially with an escape artist quarterback, I'm just going to put cloud flats on my field by flicking the right stick down and the right stick up. And that's just a simple bluff blitz. You can come out here, use the linebacker. You guys see nothing really open. Everything is just completely clamped. Eventually, it'll get pressure. The defensive line is pretty bad, though, so not really getting any pressure at all. Once again, you can just come out here. You can also basically run a cover 2 bluff blitz out of this. You can do something like this and just use our Davis right here. That's just a basic setup, and just should be able to go ahead and clamp everything up. You guys see nothing's really open, and we end up getting pressure. So that's just a simple way to run this nickel 2-4-5 odd formation. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well for some more Fire Madden 20 content in the future, and peace. I'm out of here.